At the beginning of the episode, we see a boy carrying a girl on his back while running somewhere. He says, "You can't die. I will save you. This is your elder brother's promise." Then the scene shifts, and we see Tanjiro preparing to go to the city to sell charcoal. His mother tells him that he does not need to go out in such heavy snow, but Tanjiro says that New Year is coming and he wants his family to have enough food to eat during the festival, so he has to go. His younger siblings insist on going with him, but Nezuko tells them that she was busy taking care of the younger brother while he was sleeping, otherwise he would cry when Tanjiro left. Tanjiro then leaves for the city. After reaching there, he starts selling charcoal. Suddenly, we see a boy running away from a woman. The boy comes to Tanjiro and asks him to smell a broken plate and tell who broke it. Tanjiro smells the plate carefully and says that it smells like a cat. Hearing this, the boy tells the woman that he already said he did not break the plate. Soon, night falls and Tanjiro starts returning home. On the way, an old man stops him and says that it is dangerous to travel at night because demons come out after dark. The old man tells Tanjiro to stay at his house until morning. Tanjiro goes inside and starts eating food. While eating, he asks the old man what demons are. The old man explains that demons come out at night and eat humans, so wandering outside at night is very dangerous. The next morning, Tanjiro leaves for home. But as he gets closer to his house, he suddenly smells blood in the air. When he reaches home, he sees that all of his family members have been killed. Tanjiro becomes completely shocked and wonders who could have done something so horrible. Then he notices that Nezuko is still alive. He quickly carries her on his back and starts running toward the hospital. While running, Nezuko suddenly begins transforming into a demon. Both of them fall down a snowy hill, but luckily the snow saves them from getting badly hurt. After standing up, Tanjiro tells Nezuko that she does not need to walk because he will carry her to the doctor. But suddenly Nezuko attacks him like a demon. Tanjiro tries to protect himself by placing the wooden handle of his axe into Nezuko's mouth. Nezuko keeps overpowering him, and Tanjiro becomes emotional. He apologizes for not being able to save the family, and says that at least Nezuko must stay strong and not become a monster. Then we see tears falling from Nezuko's eyes. Suddenly, a boy attacks Nezuko with his sword, but Tanjiro protects her. The boy asks Tanjiro why he saved a demon. Tanjiro replies that Nezuko is his sister. The boy says that his duty is to kill every demon. But Tanjiro explains that Nezuko never killed anyone. He says he smelled a strange scent at his house and believes another demon killed his family. He also says he does not know how Nezuko became a demon. The boy explains that Nezuko's wounds probably came into contact with demon blood, which turned her into a demon. He says this is how demons increase their numbers. Tanjiro begs the boy not to kill Nezuko. He says she has not harmed any human and that she still recognizes him as her brother. But the boy says that once someone becomes a demon, they can never become human again. Still, Tanjiro continues begging and promises that he will definitely find a way to cure her. The boy warns Tanjiro that if he lets Nezuko live, she might attack humans someday, and Tanjiro himself could also die. He also tells Tanjiro that he is too weak. He says demons may know a way to turn Nezuko back into a human, but they would never help because the strong always crush the weak. Then the boy attacks Nezuko again. Tanjiro tries to fight back, but the boy knocks him down. Suddenly, the boy notices that Tanjiro's axe is missing. A moment later, the axe flies toward him and gets stuck in a tree behind him. The boy becomes impressed because Tanjiro distracted him on purpose while secretly throwing the axe. Then Nezuko suddenly jumps toward Tanjiro. At first, the boy thinks she is going to attack him, but instead, Nezuko protects her brother. Even though she is injured and hungry, she still chooses to protect Tanjiro instead of eating him. Seeing this, the boy realizes that Nezuko may be different from other demons. He knocks Nezuko unconscious. When Tanjiro wakes up, he sees Nezuko lying beside him. The boy tells Tanjiro to go to Mount Sajiri and meet an old man named Sakanji Urokadaki. He says to tell him that Ju Tomioka sent them. Before leaving, the boy warns Tanjiro never to let Nezuko come into sunlight because sunlight can kill demons. After that, the scene shifts again, and we see Tanjiro burying his family members before starting his journey toward Mount Sajiri with Nezuko. With this emotional moment, the episode comes to an end. At the beginning of the episode, we see Tanjiro bring some bamboo sticks and a broken basket to Nezuko and fix the basket to protect Nezuko from sunlight, and later Nezuko tries to get inside the basket. But due to Nezuko becoming a demon, her height had increased. Then at that time Tanjiro tells her to adjust in the basket by reducing her height. Now Nezuko gets inside that basket, and Tanjiro goes out asking for the way to Mount Sajiri. While walking at night, when he reaches near a temple, he starts smelling blood, and when he runs inside the temple, he sees that a demon is eating people there, but no one is alive. Then the monster says, "This is my area, and whoever comes into my area has to suffer." Tanjiro gets very scared after hearing this, and that monster attacks Tanjiro, while Nezuko, seeing blood, starts drooling because she is very hungry. Here Tanjiro fights against the monster, but when Nezuko hears Tanjiro scream, she quickly comes running and with one kick severs the head of that monster. Then that monster says, "How can you support a human even after becoming a demon?" And even after losing its head, the monster starts attacking Tanjiro. But Nezuko throws him away with another kick, which surprises Tanjiro a lot, and he wonders how this monster is able to attack and speak without a head. Then we see hands coming out from the side of that monster's head, and it attacks Tanjiro, while on the other side the body of that monster starts attacking Nezuko. Here Tanjiro fights with that monster's head and throws it with his axe toward a tree so that the tongue of that monster gets stuck to the tree, and Tanjiro saves his sister. While trying to save Nezuko, Tanjiro pushes the monster's body and ends up falling into a ditch along with the monster's body. But Nezuko arrives at the right time and saves Tanjiro from falling deeper. After falling into the ditch, the demon's head becomes unconscious. When Tanjiro starts killing the demon's head, a man comes from behind him and says that it will not die like this. On asking how it can be killed, the man tells Tanjiro to think for himself. Then Tanjiro comes holding a stone, but he still does not have the courage to kill that monster. At that moment, the man thinks how kind this boy is because even with a demon in front of him, he is unable to decide to kill it. Then we see morning arrive, and that monster dies because of sunlight. Tanjiro becomes very surprised after seeing how the demon got burned by just a little sunlight. After that, he starts looking for his sister and feels relaxed after finding her safe inside the temple. Then Tanjiro asks the man who he is, and the man says his name is Sakanji Urokadaki and asks if he is the one sent by Ju Tomioka. Tanjiro says yes. Then the man asks Tanjiro what he will do if his sister eats a person. Tanjiro becomes shocked after hearing this, but the man suddenly slaps him and says that he is too slow in making decisions, and that is why he could not kill the demon before sunrise. The man says Tanjiro could not even answer such a simple question because his resolve is weak. He says there are only two things Tanjiro can do if his sister eats a human. First, kill her, and then kill himself, and second, never let that happen at any cost. Tanjiro says he understands. Then the man says he will now test whether Tanjiro is worthy of becoming a member of the Demon Slayer Corps or not, and tells him to carry his sister and follow him. Both of them run and reach the man's house. Then the man tells Tanjiro that for the test, he has to go down the mountain alone before dawn, even though the mountain is dark and has very little air to breathe. After saying this, the man disappears into the mist. Tanjiro thinks it is easy because he can follow the smell of that man and starts going down the mountain, but soon he gets caught in traps. Then he realizes that the real test is to cross all these traps and reach the bottom before sunrise. After crossing many dangerous traps, Tanjiro finally reaches the man's house before morning, although he gets badly injured in the process. Seeing this, the man says that from today Tanjiro is his disciple. With this, the second episode ends. We are told about Demon Slayer Corps, which is an organization that has been killing demons for the last 100 years, and it is not connected to any government. Nobody knows exactly how it started. We are told that demons can heal their wounds within minutes, and their favorite food is humans. They can only be killed by sunlight or by a special type of blade that absorbs sunlight. Demon slayers fight these monsters to protect humans. Then that man tells Tanjiro that he is a trainer, and his job is to prepare people to become demon slayers. He says there are many trainers like him, and everyone has their own training methods. He also tells Tanjiro that to join the Demon Slayer Corps, he must pass the final selection test, which takes place on Mount Fujikase. After that, Tanjiro's training begins, and we see that day by day Tanjiro keeps getting better. Now he easily crosses all the traps, and his training becomes harder every day. At one point, Tanjiro even feels that the old man wants to kill him because of how difficult the training has become. Then Tanjiro starts learning swordsmanship and practices with the sword every single day until his hands begin hurting badly. During the training, the old man tells Tanjiro that if he ever breaks his sword, then he will break Tanjiro's bones. After that, Tanjiro learns total concentration breathing and different forms. The old man says that he will teach him all 10 water breathing forms and explains that deep breathing increases the natural healing power of the body. Tanjiro makes many mistakes during this training. In the next scene, we see the old man throwing Tanjiro down from a waterfall during practice. Then we find out that Nezuko has been sleeping for the last 6 months, and nobody knows the reason for it. They even showed her to a doctor, but nobody understood what was happening. Tanjiro says that he is scared that one day Nezuko may never wake up again. After 1 year passes, the old man tells Tanjiro that he has now taught him everything, and now it depends on whether Tanjiro can go to the next level or not. Then the old man takes Tanjiro to a huge stone and tells him that if he can cut the stone into 2 pieces, then he will allow him to go to the final selection. Tanjiro wonders how a sword can cut such a huge stone, and then the old man disappears into the mist. From that day onward, Tanjiro practices every day using everything he has learned, but he still cannot cut the stone. 6 months pass, but he still has no success. Then we see another boy appear there who tells Tanjiro that he is slow, weak, and immature, and that he does not consider someone like him worthy of becoming a demon slayer. The boy challenges Tanjiro to a fight and says, "Show me what you have learned so far." Tanjiro warns him that he might get hurt, but the boy laughs and says it does not even look like Tanjiro can touch him. Then he attacks Tanjiro and tells him that he had already cut this stone before. Tanjiro gets beaten badly, and the boy tells him that in 1.5 years he has learned nothing and only memorized techniques. Later at night, when Tanjiro regains consciousness, he asks a girl if she saw how amazing that boy was and says he also wants to become like him. The girl says yes, of course, and introduces herself as Mikomo while saying that the boy's name is Sabito. Mikomo then explains Tanjiro's mistakes and guides him properly. We also learned that both Mikomo and Sabito were orphans who were raised by the same old man, and there were many other children like them too. After another 6 months pass, Tanjiro challenges Sabito once again, but this time Tanjiro's sword reaches Sabito first and cuts his mask. Sabito starts smiling and both of them disappear into the mist. As the mist clears, Tanjiro sees that the huge stone has finally been split into 2 pieces. With this, the episode comes to an end. We see Tanjiro say to himself that he won because he learned to detect the opening thread that tells him when and where he should attack, and it automatically appears as soon as he sees the right opening. Urokodaki then arrives there and becomes very surprised after seeing this. He says that he never planned to send Tanjiro to the final selection because he did not want to see another child die. He says that he wished Tanjiro would never be able to cut the stone, but now Tanjiro has impressed him a lot and he feels proud of him. Hearing this, Tanjiro becomes emotional and tears start coming from his eyes. Urokodaki then tells him to come back alive from the final selection because he and Nezuko will be waiting for him. He also gives Tanjiro a special warding mask to protect him from demons that use magical powers. The next morning, after meeting Nezuko, Tanjiro leaves for the final selection and says goodbye to Urokodaki. While leaving, Tanjiro tells him to also say hello to Sabito and Mikomo from his side. Hearing this, Urokodaki becomes very shocked and wonders how Tanjiro knows the names of those 2 dead children. By evening, Tanjiro reaches the place of the final selection where many other people have also gathered. 2 girls there explain that the final selection will begin as soon as night falls. They say that many demons are trapped on Mount Fujikasen with the help of wisteria flowers because demons hate them very much, and everyone has to survive there for 7 days. With this, the final selection begins and everyone enters the forest. Tanjiro thinks to himself that he only needs to survive the nights because demons die by sunlight in the morning. Soon Tanjiro smells a demon and starts searching for it, but suddenly the demon attacks him. Tanjiro quickly dodges the attack, and then we see 2 demons fighting each other while saying that they will eat him first. Both demons attack Tanjiro together, but Tanjiro cuts off their heads with his special sword. Then we are told that this sword was given to him by Urokodaki and it is made from a special steel that absorbs sunlight. This sword is called a Nichiren sword, and the weakest point of a demon is its neck. Suddenly Tanjiro hears the scream of a boy, and when he reaches there, he sees a giant demon. Tanjiro becomes shocked after seeing its huge size, and nearby he also sees the corpse of another boy whom the demon completely crushed. After eating that boy, the demon becomes even stronger. Tanjiro quickly cuts off the demon's hands to save another boy from being eaten. Then the demon notices Tanjiro's fox mask and asks who has come now. Tanjiro becomes confused after hearing this. Then the demon asks which era is going on, and Tanjiro replies that it is the Taisho era. Hearing this, the demon becomes extremely angry and says that Urokodaki trapped him there for so many years and he will never forgive him. Tanjiro becomes shocked after hearing Urokodaki's name, and the demon explains that Urokodaki imprisoned him there long ago. The demon says that he has already eaten 50 humans, including 13 disciples of Urokodaki, and Tanjiro will become the 14th. The demon also says that only 2 of Urokodaki's disciples were able to fight him properly. One was a boy with strangely colored hair who was the strongest among them, and the other was a small girl wearing a flower-patterned kimono. She was not physically strong, but had a very strong spirit. Hearing this, Tanjiro becomes shocked and realizes that the demon is talking about Sabito and Mikomo. The demon then says that all of Urokodaki's students wear the same fox mask, and sometimes it feels like Urokodaki himself is telling him who to eat. The demon also says that when he told all this to that little girl, she became very sad, and then he ripped apart every part of her body. Hearing this, Tanjiro becomes extremely angry and attacks the demon, but the demon punches him hard and throws him away. Tanjiro becomes unconscious and his fox mask also breaks. While unconscious, Tanjiro remembers Sabito's training and then suddenly wakes up. Seeing this, the demon attacks him again, and Tanjiro starts cutting off the demon's hands with his sword, but every time he cuts them, they instantly grow back. The demon laughs and says that Sabito also tried to cut off his head but failed, and then he crushed Sabito's skull. The demon thinks Tanjiro will also fail to cut his neck and he will crush him the same way, but this time Tanjiro gathers all his strength and finally cuts off the demon's head. With this intense moment, the episode comes to an end. We see that demon's body starting to burn and disappear, and the demon starts remembering something. Then we find out that this demon had eaten his own elder brother, and as soon as he remembers this, he becomes very sad and starts crying. Tanjiro can smell a very sad scent coming from that demon, and he prays to God that in the next life this demon should never become a demon again. With this, the demon completely burns into ashes. Tanjiro then says that all the people this demon had eaten can now rest in peace. After this, Tanjiro keeps fighting many more demons and asks different people if there is any way to turn his sister back from a demon into a human, but he does not get any success. Soon 7 days pass and Tanjiro completes his final selection. Then Tanjiro sees that only a few people have survived the test. We then see the 2 girls congratulating everyone and giving each of them a communication crow. The girls explain that these crows will help them communicate during missions. Then they ask everyone to choose a special or for making their swords. On the other side, we see Tanjiro returning home completely exhausted and barely able to walk. When he reaches home, he sees that Nezuko has finally woken up from her sleep, and Tanjiro becomes very happy after seeing her awake and safe. He hugs her tightly. After coming inside the house, Tanjiro asks Urokodaki if there is any medicine or blood technique that can turn Nezuko back into a human, but Urokodaki says no. He explains that some demons can become stronger without eating humans and can use their powers by sleeping for a long time. After 15 days, a man arrives there and introduces himself. He starts explaining the qualities of Tanjiro's sword and says that every demon slayer's sword changes color according to its owner. As soon as Tanjiro holds the sword, its color turns black, and everyone becomes shocked after seeing this. Then Tanjiro's crow comes to him and tells him that his first mission has arrived. The crow tells him to go to a town where young girls are disappearing every night and asks him to find and kill the demon behind it. With this, the episode comes to an end.